So when we're talking about sequencing, another thing over the years that I do, watch this real quick. I'm gonna do one more. Another thing that I do when I'm struggling with my sequencing, watch this, is if you switch with me, is I go to the top and I stop and then I think about what is my first move going to be, right? And so look, I'd set up to a ball like this, right? This is my this is a 5-iron here, and I make my backswing, right? And then right, and what's the first thing I did? You see it? Right? I don't know why I didn't record. Can we record it? I'm sorry. I'm sorry, man. I wanted to show you the move. But the point here is this is another drill you could do. You could say, okay, I'm gonna, since I keep in the beginning of my downswing, my hip keeps jumping, I call it. Then what you got to do is either you got to do the combo of the Hunter Mahan practice, or also stop at the top and make sure the first thing that you feel is this right arm. Sure, yeah, like in baseball, yeah, the pump drill. Uh-huh. Oh yeah, totally. Yeah, you and then go. Yeah. You could totally, anything that looks like that, I'm for right now because of what's happening for you with that hip. So yeah, you go to the top. So when I hit the ball, press it for me, right? So I go to the top, stop, and then what am I going to do first? And then I think about that, and I felt it. I felt my right arm make the move, right? Look, I go up here, right? And then let's see when I stop there, let's see if what moves the most. Here's where my elbow starts. Let's see what travels the most distance right now, my elbow or my hip. Here we go. So there's my elbow starting point. Hang on, I got to get it caught up. Okay, here we go. There it is. Ready? Here we go. Let's see. So my elbow is moving. Elbow's going. Let's see. Elbow until contact. Let's see. I went too far. My elbow stopped moving when I got to there. Okay. So I went from the red X to the red X with my elbow. And then let's see how far my hip moved on this one. Right. I'll put the red again here, red X. And then where's my hip by impact? Look, my hips, if anything, basically the same line. So what's moved more? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Okay, so let's try this next, please, Bradley. Let's go to the top and stop. The right elbow from the inside. Let's just try it again. Back of the hat, please. Back of the hat. Yep. Yeah, so I want you to stop at the top this time, and then you're going to start with your elbow first, is my point. So we're just trying a different drill. Like I said, when I've had trouble sequencing my swing, Bradley, I'll go to the top and stop, and then hit a few shots where I feel my elbow start first. Not my hip going first, but instead what? My arm and my elbow, right? All right, here we go. So top and stop first. Then be careful to make sure that you start with your arms first. Okay, let's see if that helped. The purpose of this, remember, is to get the hip to travel a shorter distance than the elbow, right? Like we're just talking about with my swing, right? So let's see. Let's see if your hip stayed better and if you did more of the arm swing first, we call it, which is going to feel to you like you're dropping your arms, right? Dropping the elbow. All right, let's see. So you go to here. Let's see. Yeah, look. So you brought your elbow in more. Now you still could have brought it. You could have still tried to focus on going out this way more. So I'm going to do something on that right now. But look at this. Look how far your hips moved. Much less. Watch this. If we compare this to the other hip movement that you started with this day, right? And we look at from the same position here where the hip is. Right? So normally by the time your club's there, your hip's gone out this far, right? Where on the one that you just did by stopping, when we bring the club to the same spot, let's see. It moved less. I would say it's less. I mean, that's less. Look. It's starting to go back. It's half the distance, I think. So, I mean, we're trending in the right direction. Right. And so, but here's what happens. as you do these two drills, which is what? The stick drill and this stop drill, where you stop and be sure that the first thing you do is what? Bring the arms and the club down, not the hip. You with me? You're with me.